How we doing, fellow Cannabisians? We got some work today. I want to improve my worm bin because I'm running out of room.
Hear me and rejoice.
Upon this rock, I will build my church.
Now this is the size of it. I've had it for about 2 years. I've dumped some of the worms out, but now it's time to, I think, give them a better home. Okay, as we go on to Amazon and take a quick look at everything, $69, $94. And you can see these are just basically pieces of plastic here with spouts on them. Some other ones here, $139. But I think we found the one we're looking for. This is what we're modeling everything after. You can see it pretty much is the same containers as the kitty litter, except they have some larger air vents with covers on them. But this is what we're going for. $80 plus shipping and handling. Says the capacity is 2.5 gallons. I think with the spacers we can make that a little more. So let's go ahead and try and construct. I'm definitely not about to pay $80 and wait. Forget that.
Monkey is right. All the uploading takes hours.
There's a bunch of these already. So I think what I'm going to do is drill some holes in the bottom. Use some of this to cut some spacers. To give it a little bit of lift for the room for the worms. And we're also going to want to attach that spout. So we're going to try and put all this together and make our own worm bin.
Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
So first off, I couldn't have done this without my handy dandy reciprocating saw. And my handy dandy drill. So I try to spare you from the noise. But it seems to be custom. There's a spout. I basically took the drilled about 3 holes and kind of just spun around it, clean that out until the spout fit. This is going to be our reservoir to catch the moisture, the earthworm juice that's collected. And I used the reciprocating saw. Luckily I had them 2 different colors to cut this in half for a spacer. I also drilled some air holes in the side so this thing can breathe. And this is going to be where the castings and vermicompost is collected. I drilled holes in the bottom and around the side so that the moisture and everything can drain out and be breathable. This was the first one, the experiment. I see I don't have any holes in that. Give me a moment. This is my demo. Now inside of here is a bunch of cardboard and paper, and I've collected even some weed seeds. There's holes drilled all within here. Now that's going to be where the worms live, but we need a little more than that. So voila, the tower. Kind of similar to the one we saw on Amazon. We saved ourselves, well, I guess we didn't because we had to buy the kitty litter, but we made something out of the leftover containers. So the housing, vermicompost, the juice, the 2 spacers. Got our paper. Now if we wet this up and put the earthworms in there, it's basically going to be like waterboarding them. So, voila. These are rice holes, which are used for aeration, and they are also a high source of silica. So we're going to mix this in with our paper to kind of help the earthworms breathe, so to speak. Now, I'm gonna use my little sprayer and spray on some lactobacillus and brown rice vinegar. I can hear it draining in the bottom. So at least we know it flows through, so that's a good sign. So now this has had a chance to set, and I'm going to, it's been setting for about 30 minutes, give a chance everything to absorb. I'm gonna take my old worms, take my worms from the old bin and place it in here. Oh, this might be a process. My bad, no, I wasn't too horrible. They dumped a lot of that. Oh, shoot, come on. I'm going to the new house. Whose house? House. Oh, yeah, this is a process. I still have some work to do, but this will suffice. Get to see the worms in there. It was just dripping a second ago if I don't keep that clip. But that proves everything was draining through pretty well. It was dripping through the bottom. I could hear it as I was spraying it with the lactobacillus. A DIY worm bin. And so to feed them, I'm going to go for bulk. I'm going to go for a little coffee grounds and some barley. I got some milled barley here, and in order to get some real results out of what your earthworm castings and vermicompost are, you're going to need some real food. Refrigerator food doesn't really have any nutrition anyway, so you're going to need to get it from a better source. And this is mine, so let's add it. Little used coffee grounds, straight from the pot, I guess. Come on, punk, got the paper too, you jack butt. Yeah, I'll get back to that later. More barley. So barley is how you supercharge a worm bin. Get the best castings you can possibly get.